Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 32 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, these Jacksonville Jaguars, as their offense comes back out here, they had a hard fall from 2017. Now, there are falls and there are graceful falls. This was not a graceful fall. It was, wow, from the AFC Championship game to 5-11.
So you're saying it wasn't part of the ballroom dancing course that they might have taken, right? Where it's
negative.
Very graceful in what they're getting done?
Negative.
I mean, they ended up going 5-11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league, and too many turnovers at key times for the defense to keep up. So look for this team to make a few moves, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully have a quieter offseason and quieter regular season in 2019.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Omaha.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have the expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL? You just mentioned they went 7-8-1, 0-16 in 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Fells has it left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Fells, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen, but there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Avoids him. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Bill, this is Johnson. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a 3rd team to win.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And Callaway taking it in left side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Wiggles free. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 61 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on. It's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. This will be caught about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bortles now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, It feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
372. Lucy, Lucy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Flush to his right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. The linebacker Telvin Smith able to get a hand on it there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on play action. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go. Hey. 77.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Schobert coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal, but you range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24, the 40, the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 63 yards, and the Browns add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Bortles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Hey, spread right.
To throw is Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 38 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They run. Jump. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
No, check, Patriots.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Trying to get it to Landry there. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very